This episode is sponsored in part by PTZ Optics. Why hire a camera operator when the control is in your hands? Visit ptzoptics.com for more information. And by NewTek, makers of the TriCaster TC1. Stun your viewers, not your accountant. Visit newtek.com for more information.
All right, we are finally live after last week, and I'll kind of get into that. We've got a full house here, folks. I see a bunch of you guys in the chat room. We're going to get to you guys as well, but I did want to get into a little bit as to why I wasn't here last week. But before I do that, I know Bill's chomping at the bit because he's been hiding in his house all day because of all that toxic smoke. What's going on, man?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it turned that stuffed animal yellow.
All those crazy Canadians. I don't know what they're smoking up there, but it's made
Michael
its way
B.
down to New York.
No, it's Michael B. Michael B's in the back barbecuing. Didn't you know that? Yeah. Got out of hand.
Blame Canada.
Yep.
That's all I know.
That's what you got to do. And then we've got the survivor from last year's wildfires. We've got Jayde. She has no sympathy for us though because it was in her backyard. She's like, "Yeah, suck it up, Buttercup."
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we've got the man of the hour, the man, the myth, the legend, watching his Food Network, Michael Lucas. You guys know him as Mo?
It was Bravo TV. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
And for those of you right now who are watching this and watching the Top Chef All World All Stars finale, I don't want no spoilers because I got a DVR and I'm gonna watch it after.
Wait, DVRs are still a thing?
Well, you automatically record it, saves to the cloud at this point in time.
DVRs.
No, I don't like. It's a real DVR? Is that like an expression?
yes. A digital video recorder. Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, it was a serious question. Sorry, I'm dumb.
Okay, no. So seriously, there's tech where remember back in the day.
Back in the day, DVR,
yeah. So now the DVR, the way it works is if you have something like Hulu Live or something, you can just set it show to record, and it doesn't say space on your memory; it just saves to a cloud server. So you can pull it, get it out, and then go back and watch it. So all those episodes of MasterChef and Top Chef and frickin' Donna Drive-Ins and Dies and Guys Go Through Gays, and I'm a foodie chat. I don't know if y'all know that, but yeah. So all this stuff, in the cloud, and then I watch it, and then I completely forget to delete it. So yeah, that's it.
Isn't it already cataloged there though? So you could just go back and say I want to watch that episode again, so you don't have to record it.
So I use Hulu Live, you know what I mean? Because let's be real, local TV and pay-per cable that sucks, right? But Hulu Live, whatever we do like that, right? So
Mike,
it's either
you're not going to win this one.
Yeah, well, no, I mean you could just go watch it on Hulu Live and then do it that way.
There's nothing to win. I was just trying to understand. He was talking about a legit DVR. I was like, oh,
to be fair with him, when you call up a cable company and they ask you if you want a DVR.
I don't call up a cable company ever.
Well, some of us still have cable because that's how we get internet.
That part.
Sorry, Elon. I'll move on.
Oh, I get mine through Verizon. That's right. That's
All right.
Sorry.
We've got a special guest.
I'm from California.
Yeah, you can tell, can't you? Land of the fruits and nuts.
Right
there. Hey guys, I'm here all night, so that week off really got me. We've got for the first time joining us the guys from Game Junction. We've got Berndt and Hurles.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
Thanks for having me on. Doing pretty good. Appreciate you having me on. Love the show.
And then we've got the anchor behind Game Junction, and the reason I say this because she buys everything. You go to a convention, she's buying it before it even opens the door. We've got Gamer Ahmer, Brandi. What's going on?
Howdy, thanks for having me.
Listen, when we went to Korg's, when they came up, Brandon's like, "Yeah, we got to take this out to the car." I'm like, "Why?" Because Brandi bought all this stuff, and it didn't even open yet. They didn't even get the early birds in there yet, and Brandi's got this giant Iron Man. She got a bunch of stuff. But
Yeah, it's a problem.
it's a problem. So let's go around the horn real quick with you guys and if they don't know who you guys are. Brandon, we'll start with you. Tell them a little bit about yourself. What is Game Junction?
Yeah, so basically our goal is kind of to cover every form of content. So we've got a podcast, we do long form, short form, we stream, do a little bit of everything. We kind of dabble with everything. Definitely have like a community effort. We're all about the community, trying to build up the community and promoting each other and just building each other up, trying to be different than, obviously we talked a little bit about before the show, but there's a lot of issues within all these little communities, and community has been like a lost thing within all this. So we're just trying to do that, trying to be like a positive force in the community. So.
And what's Ahmer? Talk to us a little bit about Ahmer.
So pretty much, Brandon invited me to, join the podcast. I was on an episode, and then he's like, "Hey, you want to be a part of this?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll take on another channel and go through that." So, I do my own stuff on my channel, Gamer Ahmer, and I do a lot of like pickups, store display, standees, grow the collection, could try and complete full sets, find the rare items, hunt for deals. And then, he wanted to do something a little bit different. So I was like, sure, let's try it all. So next thing you know, I'm a part of Game Junction, and, we just dabble in a little bit of everything, and I love the community.
And wow, she broke my thing. No, I'm just kidding. She broke the call-in system. It died. That's right. We'll get him back here in a second. They all Bill vanished. Bill's back. That's funny. They're all coming back.
What happened?
You guys, you all hung up on me. Was it that bad? Seriously, what were you?
Did we all just get kicked off? Like what?
You all just vanished. You just all decided you had enough of me, and
Yeah, but that happens every week.
Well,
no,
yeah,
I think it's the other way around.
Well,
I think you got upset with us and kicked us.
I think
off.
Brandi got tired of what I was trying to do. I was trying to pull up her thing, and all of a sudden she just hung up.
What happened?
No.
Yeah, I was like messaging you. I was like, what happened?
All right. Well, I have your YouTube pulled up, and then I'll go over to Brandon's. But go ahead, because you got kicked off or something. I don't know. Everything went down.
Yeah, it was like she's done. Talk about all these things again.
I didn't hit it. I swear.
I told
hit
you, don't
nothing.
trigger Steven.
No. I seriously.
I was like, man, you didn't even see the best part yet.
Listen. She didn't hit it, but she's being very modest. She just hit 10,000 subscribers. One of the best game rooms in the world. You guys need to go watch it. I'll let her finish talking about what she's doing here, but yes. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
So pretty much, I get very lucky. I'm in a very plentiful area, and I travel all over to try and find these crazy items. And some of these items, I get for insane deals. I pay less than $100 for items that are $10,000. It's just insane. Like the Mike Tyson's Punch Out standee, the cardboard display for the Nintendo Entertainment System era. I bought that for $80. It's still sealed. It's the only known sealed one in the world. Someone offered me $10,000 for it, and I said absolutely not. So,
she's wild. I'm telling you.
Wow.
See, and
it's a good effort, though.
Listen, they all thought somebody was nuts for sending me a Stadium Events and Little Samson, and I'm like, listen, you just get lucky once in a while, and somebody's nice out there, and they send you stuff.
Yeah.
So it's nice to hear somebody else also has that, because people don't believe me when I tell them stuff like that. There is actually, I say, there's nice people in the community, right? There is
somewhere
nice Moat. There's nice people in the community.
Why is that directed to me?
Jayde, there's nice people in the community.
What? Jayde's nice. Jayde's great.
Bill, there's nice people in the community. No, we've been.
Are you brainwashing us right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to instill that in all.
I got to compliment the TurboGrafx hat, by the way. Where did you get that? thing's awesome.
I got that
I'm a
on
huge fan of
Etsy.
TurboGrafx.
It's embroidered and everything. Yes, one of my
He's
favorites.
actually
I'm
an
shilling
NEC
for him.
shill.
I am a
Yeah.
shill.
I
I'll be on
was
one of
hoping
the.
it was like a promotional item.
I will be on one of the future videos on YouTube of people accusing me of shilling. Just look for it. You'll find. Just type in shill. You'll find me.
If you do this long enough, it'll happen eventually.
Listen,
right?
I figure by the end of this video, there are probably going to be 10 videos of somebody doing a walk and talk about me shilling the TurboGrafx 16. I'm just saying, it's going to happen.
Whatever.
So Brandon, let me go back. Let me go back over to you here with Game Junction. Here, I have that.
Yep.
I have that pulled up here for you to kind of go over a little bit more. The YouTube channel, I've got it pulled up here, so you can see there's Gamer Ahmer with it. But you have like a team working with you. We met a couple of them out at Quarks.
Yeah, I mean that's what I said. You know, like having a community effort. We with our Saturday videos right now, we're going over systems and picking favorite games that we have, and we're inviting like guests on twice a month. We've been doing some cool collab videos. I mean, we've made a lot of friends. We've got a lot of friends in the community. There are a lot of good people, right? I mean, there's everybody's not bad. So we met a lot of awesome people who have, you know, collabed with us, and we've just been able to do a lot of stuff. We've got a lot of good friends around us. So.
Well, it's great to have you guys here, and we want to talk. Like, there's a lot of things we cover on here. Cover home arcade, we cover just about anything. But a lot of these guys come in here, they want to hear more about the home arcade space and everything. But unfortunately, I don't think there's anything this week except for one thing, Bill. I think there's one thing on the list that I think you wanted to bring up, and it has to do with Pat Sajak and Vanna White. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes. There was an actual FCC filing for the Wheel of Fortune Casino-cade. So it is real.
Are you sure?
Apparently still coming.
Are you sure?
Well,
does anybody even care about this?
Actually, you'd be surprised at how many people when I posted this, how many people were like, I'm waiting for that. I want it.
No, people ran with it because there's nothing else to talk about.
Well,
it is cool.
There's truth to that.
I drove by the retirement home a couple blocks down from my house, and everybody was out there celebrating. So some old lady broke her hip.
Does anybody really care about? Have you guys, Brandon and Brandi, have you heard like Arcade 1UP? They make the 3/4 scale. They're going down the road of slot machines now. They're bringing out the Wheel of Fortune, and I'm still of the opinion that nobody cares. Nobody cares unless and Grandma's not going to buy this for her house. She's just not. Sorry.
I mean, look, Arcade 1UP's just. I mean, the interest is just falling in general. Am I right? Like from what I see and hear, the interest seems to be.
Didn't you say something like that, Mo, the other day?
I said all kinds of stuff the other day. You have to be more specific.
Okay.
Yeah. No. I did a whole like I was gonna put this video out and then I scrapped the video and I just figured we'd talk about it. You know what I mean? And I just shared my piece. How about that? Can we not talk about that? And can we talk about how Brandon has a Shin Megami Tensei 5 collector's edition on there? And then can we talk about the Persona 3 remake leak today? And then can we talk about other stuff like
yeah, we can. We can. We can.
Oh, yeah.
We have a bunch of stuff. Bill's been super sleuth today, so he's got a top. Where do you want to start, Bill? Yeah, I'll leave it up to you because I've been out of the loop today.
Let's see. Where can we start? You know what?
Do you want to
Let's
go
with some stuff that came early in the week, like the
June updates?
Updates for NES. Yep.
Okay. Let me see if
which are very hit or miss.
Is that good or bad?
I was excited.
I would say that there's some interesting stuff here. Honestly, the most interesting thing I thought was the Kirby game.
Yes.
For Game Boy.
100%.
Because of the fact that it's actually got the tilt feature in it. You can tilt the Joy-Cons and it works like the actual Game Boy game when you tilted the Game Boy game, how it moves Kirby around. And I think that is a great innovation for them to do, bringing these games over.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I'm sure a lot of people are excited about Harvest Moon too. That was a big game. But...
Yeah.
Nobody.
I thought they were. I was excited about all the games that came on there. Tilt and Tumble. I mean, that's an expensive game too now, so it's pretty cool to have access to that, and obviously the mechanics with the rumble and the tilt and stuff is pretty cool.
So this is all with the paid subscription, right? This is what they're adding on, or are they asking for more money yet again?
No,
this is all the standard subscription. None of this goes with the expansion.
Oh, that's good.
So if you have the standard subscription, you'll get these games.
I just wanted to make that clarified because there's a lot of people going, oh, there's Nintendo again asking for more money. They want you to buy it 100 times.
No, but they are really good at like stealth dropping these because these came out of nowhere.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there an Xbox event next week too on the 13th?
Yes. Xbox is this Sunday.
Oh, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was off on the date, but okay. Jade probably already has all these downloaded.
So the 11th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Long day on the 11th. Long day.
Yeah, a lot of showcases, a lot of events. I
Why
mean,
are they
we've had
doing-
so many?
Why are they doing it Sunday? Is that because of E3 next week?
It's always been on the Sunday. Xbox has always gone on Sundays. It used to be Xbox goes Sundays
because the Pope will be there.
The Pope will be there.
No, he was on stream earlier today. You didn't see the Dorito Pope Jed Keeley? Yeah, he was on it earlier today.
I missed that one.
What do you guys think
Sunday-
will happen at
Sunday video
the
game
Xbox
mass.
event?
What was that?
You think we'll have anything cool at the Xbox event?
A lot of apologies.
Starfield. That's it. And
Yeah.
maybe that's good. Maybe
Well,
that's good.
No,
They're putting all their
I think
they're putting all
doing
their
a
money
whole
on that game.
They're doing a whole Starfield event after, I believe.
Mhm.
Right? Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll have the showcase and then they'll end it with an extended look at Starfield.
Thank God.
That's what it seems like.
I'm kind of tired of hearing about the game, to be honest with you.
I have a prediction. There's going to be another Halo.
I don't think there's gonna be another Halo. There might be another Halo season, but I don't think there's gonna be another Halo.
But it's going to be DLC. I'm being
Just need new
funny.
games from
I'm being
Xbox.
funny. Yeah. There's just nothing. There's nothing there. Maybe we'll get some exclusives. I mean, they would have to throw some out, don't you think, to kind of compete with Sony? Sony had a few, not a lot, but they had a few.
Yeah.
Speaking
Well,
of, go ahead.
They apparently don't care about the console market anymore. I mean, that
No.
came out, so. What do they care about? Do they care about exclusive games?
So speaking of DLC,
Yes.
Bill, what did you think of this?
All I can say is Usagi Yojimbo.
This I'm pretty excited
to
about
play
this.
Usagi Yojimbo in this game. That's going to be awesome. So I'm psyched that they're actually still, adding to this game. And the other stuff, being able to change the colors of the turtles and all that kind of stuff is neat. But adding in the new character is great, and I'm so glad they brought him in.
But does anybody care that you can change the color of the turtles? They're not turtles if you change the colors of them.
That's not true.
They
a lot
become-
of those colors are
they
reminiscent
become
back to the
carrots.
old, well, no,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it goes back to the old action figures from the 80s and 90s. Some of it's comic book stuff there's
some the comic colors.
Okay, well
and stuff,
maybe
yeah.
I was one of the only kids that if the turtle didn't look like the turtle, I didn't want the action figure. I felt like they ruined it when they did stuff like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. I was one of the weirdos that loved the oddball weird turtle figures that made no sense.
Did you
Or
really?
like
like
the
the
ones that weren't
rocket
even in the
turtle.
show. Yeah, like the weird stuff. I always liked those.
I don't know.
I'm a
I
weirdo.
just wasn't. Maybe I'm wrong. I wasn't into that. What color are turtles? I have a feeling this could turn into a huge debate.
Mm.
I'd rather not answer that question.
The only missed opportunity there is they should have let you have them in black and white too.
Yes, I thought.
Yeah,
it was
Oh, that could be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Comic, like the original comics. That would have been cool too.
You can live back your Game Boy. They should have did yellow and gray, so then it looks like the old Game Boy.
Isn't it like
Or
green?
green.
Was
Yeah,
it green?
yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like a yellowish green.
Yeah.
Yeah, booger green.
Yeah, it's just ugly. Yeah, just that nasty nasty.
Don't talk about DMG that way.
I will talk about DMG. Why am I not talking about DMG that way?
DMG01? How dare you?
Listen here.
He's a legend. With his boogery screen.
Oh, boy. Yeah, toys were different colors. I just was not a fan. Like,
I wish I wouldn't have sold that. Sorry, that
no,
was
you're
random.
like when they came out with the Turtles, like, and they had Michelangelo in board shorts and he wasn't wearing his bandana and sunglasses. I was just totally against that. Like, I didn't want it because I'm like, he never wore that in a cartoon. Why would I buy the action figure for that? He doesn't even come with his nunchucks.
Is this like modern day, or are you talking about when you were a kid?
I was talking about when I was a kid. Yeah, I was just not a fan of that. I felt like they ruined it. Like, you're messing with my turtles. Don't do that.
Yeah, because I was thinking modern day. I was like, I felt like that was a personal attack because I have 2 full shelves over there.
Oh, I didn't even say it. No, that's not a personal attack.
I was like,
No.
Again.
I only mentioned the Turtles because of the game, but there was other, like Ghostbusters. You remember the real Ghostbusters?
Yes.
And they changed them up and make them like wear different proton packs that they never had on in the cartoon series, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? I don't know. That's just
so they can sell more toys.
Well, yeah, that's yeah, duh.
Well, you gotta remember Turtles back in the 80s was like they were like the guys' Barbies. You know, like Barbies like got all these different versions. They had different versions of Ninja Turtles. So it's kind of the same principle.
But they didn't like with Barbie. Like, she still looked like Barbie. They didn't make her blue.
What?
No, they changed her hair.
They didn't make her green. They didn't make her purple.
I love the Turtles.
First of all, I want to know where does your Barbie expertise come in from, Steven?
Okay, so my sister I have a sister, and it doesn't matter where my Barbie expertise comes from. Now I'm gonna knock things over here. Jeez, Bill, you had to bring that up, didn't you? You had to. You always you're stirring the pot.
I know. I'm just over here causing trouble every week.
Every week.
But I do.
Oh my gosh. Is everybody in the chat room? Are you guys excited about the DLC?
No, I was reading Goofyfoot's comment. Why is no one talking about the new marathon reboot Bungie's working on? Because we talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we talked about during the after the Sony showcase.
Yeah, we talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's right.
We talked about it. It's a good thing we talked about it. All right, so Bill put something else in here, and I know this is not a tech show, but I kind of feel like we're going back to my old stomping grounds here. How many of you guys seen the Apple event this week and you saw their new Vision Pro? And the only reason I bring this up is because I feel like, and I know where Bill was going with this too, I feel like Apple did VR right, minus the price tag. I really think that the people are going to be looking at what Apple did in this. If you didn't get to see it, go watch it. I do think they look like the Willy Wonka glasses back in the Gene Wilder era, minus the white front, like you could see Mike TV.
They remind me of like the Ready Player One VR.
Yeah, like
that vibe too.
Very much.
But do you see many people buying this for $3,500 to like play games and like
no way? Because you know what's going to happen. This is Gen 1. So I mean, obviously people are going to buy it, but this is Gen 1.
But it's Christmas,
so. 4 more years from now, when they're slimmed down and they've done different things, and it doesn't look like that, then those are going. Gen 1's going to be like $300 on eBay, and they're going to have something better.
It's like Microsoft with their It's like Microsoft with their HoloLens. When that first came out, that was like ridiculously overpriced, and that was just geared towards business, though, mostly. But
do you think this will help the other VR companies like Meta and stuff really push and step up the bar? And even PlayStation VR.
I mean,
maybe
this is like a mixed reality headset. So I mean, it's completely different than VR.
It is, but
it's more AR oriented. But I mean, it still has the potentiality to be used as like a VR application. It's just like, to me, it's just too primitive. Like I mean, I know that sounds weird coming from someone who's sitting here and not doing anything with it, but just from the point of view of paying $3,500, it's just still a primitive object. I mean, cool, you can do AR stuff with it. Like, you could do that with cheaper, crappier stuff. and it may not look as nice or interface as well. But the point is that like there's nothing driving me personally, and I don't think a lot of other people to spend that kind of money on something like that. Like it looks like dog crap.
Well, I guess my thing with this is motion sickness, right? Because I still get that a little bit with the PlayStation VR 2, not as much as with the Quest 2. And I'm wondering with the infusion of augmented reality or even AI in this, is this going to make that gaming experience on this better and make it less
you know what it reminds me of? The R Zone from Tiger. It's like a better version of the R Zone. You're walking around with that little lens flipped in front of you.
Oh, he's got one. There it is.
There you go.
It's not the headset version. That one's put away, but hey, sitting right next to it.
Wow.
I'm a nerd.
So I don't know.
I sold mine, unfortunately.
It's just it was just something, Bill. I think that's kind of what your thought was behind it, right?
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting thing to bring up. And like one of the things that I thought was interesting is they show it hooked up to what looked like a PS5, not for VR games, but to play the games like you're playing it like on a giant 120-inch TV screen or something like that.
God, MG.
So, what? Oh, jeez.
Oh, is that Muppet back in here?
Yeah. Well, you got to see what he says.
Sheesh.
He says,
don't read it out loud.
Yeah, no.
Did he
Just
go
look.
off? All right.
Family show.
It's a family show. I'll pull up this comment.
Jeez.
I won't get them. I don't want my wife to see my
playing with fire
digitized
tonight.
eyes. I furiously knock. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, see,
Yeah. All right. All right.
We warned you.
MG always gets me. He always gets me.
But yeah, I mean, it's basically like somebody said, it's an AR iPhone. Yeah, Goofy Foot. AR iPhone. Even more than that, it's like strapping a MacBook Pro to your face at that price and with the chips that they have in it.
What is the practical
That's basically what it is.
application? Sell me on that, because there is no practical application.
When you say practical application, what do you mean as far as VR or AI?
I'm talking about where am I getting my $3,500 of use every day on a day-to-day basis, and where am I wowed by this thing?
Well, I don't think it's at this price point targeted toward you. I think they're trying to show.
Oh, it's targeted towards all the people in that ad. Did you see all those people? What was that lady doing?
Test.
Folding freaking laundry.
I think it's I think it's targeted towards CEOs and just people with
CEOs that fold their own laundry. That's fake.
Rich people.
Listen, everybody said this. Everybody said this with Google Glass. I got invited to Google Glass. I owned it for a year and a half, almost 2 years. I sent it in for replacement so I could turn around and sell it. Got almost all my money back. Google Glass was awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It was notification overload. So, but do I think this is worth $3,500? I don't think any VR headset at this point in time in this day and age is worth $3,500. I don't care who makes it. And I am an Apple fan. I am the epitome of an Apple fan. Okay.
Same. Yeah.
I can't. Do I want to try it? Absolutely. I want to try some of the games. I want to see how immersive it is. I want to see, does it make me nauseous? Because, I mean, I had high hopes for the VR 2, but certain things it just makes me sick on. I just can't. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older. Does anybody else have that problem with VR?
Did you hear about what Apple is supposedly changing their name to?
Oh, boy.
What?
Arasaka.
Oh, here we go.
Is that true?
No.
No way. No way.
And does anybody else get sick playing VR?
Sometimes,
I haven't. VR 2 is the
sick
first
the
one
first
I've
time.
owned. So.
Did you? You got sick the first time?
On the VR 1, not the VR. I haven't played the VR 2, but I got extremely sick on the first one, so I'm a little hesitant.
So VR 1, I did get sick on. Resident Evil 7, I had for VR 1, and oh my gosh, after 20 minutes, I felt like I needed to just empty my stomach. It's a little bit better on VR 2, but it's still because we were talking about this in previous weeks. It's not made for VR. They adapted it to VR, but it wasn't made. So when you lift your head up, your character's head doesn't move up. You have to move your analog stick, so it messes you up your equilibrium. Yeah. It's just it's a bad experience. Horizon, I can play on VR 2. I can play that for hours and not have any issue.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the game. The roller coaster games, forget it. I can't touch them.
Does Sony use eye tracking technology?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
That's why I said the games, if they made them specifically for VR with the eye tracking, it's phenomenal.
Right.
That's how Horizon is. That's like their staple title for it. So like if I raise my eyes up, she looks up at the sky. If I look down, she looks. It's. I don't get sick at all.
That's why I'm excited for this this Resident Evil 4 remake VR adaptation, because they made it from the ground up for the VR too.
But that's
So
my
I'm excited
point.
to see
So,
what-
are you going to spend $3,500 to get sick?
Absolutely not. No. I think, you know what I think? This is a thing with all first-gen tech, right? It's always super expensive. It's been this way forever. Like, price drops, technology becomes cheaper. I just think it's like a beta test. I think, that's what I think. I think it's a beta test. I think it's for the rich, for the CEOs, that business-oriented people. So I think that's who it's targeted at.
So
remember CD burners when they first came out? Like how much a
Crazy
4X,
expensive.
wait, what are you talking about? I
CD
still
burner
have. I have a
was?
CD, DVD, burner. I have.
Like $300 for a 4X. CD
I even have a
burner.
light scribe. Do you guys remember the light scribers? You
Yeah.
could flip them over.
Yes, I had one of those.
Moat's
Yeah, I think
over
all-
there
all
making
the
them right
tech
now. I love it. That's the best. So I think the consensus is, I don't know where Apple's thinking with their pricing on this. I don't think it's you're not going to get gamers to play this. So any of the people that are going to make time to do this, you're just not going to buy it. Like, I was intrigued. I was like, I want that thing, and then I saw the price tag and I said,
Yeah.
I don't want that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'm such an Apple nerd. I watch these events live. So, I was super excited when I first saw it pop up. And as soon as that price hit, I'm like, not for me.
I know.
Maybe they're deliberately marketing to the extremely wealthy.
They are.
And they're just like, screw everybody else. Like, you all can talk about how expensive it is. Like, it's not for you, stupid
It's
idiots.
Apple and it'll sell out. I mean, I think that's just the case.
Jade, do you not want to be a shill for Apple? Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, is that what you're coming around to saying?
I will fight Apple even though I have one of their phones.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about Galloping Ghost. What do we want to talk about here, Mr. Bill? What's going on? They acquired some space?
Yeah. So I know a lot of people in the community are big fans of Galloping Ghosts. I know a lot of the guys who went out to the Game and Brew went there. And yeah, it looks like they're expanding basically. They're trying to be, like, I think, the biggest arcade out there, and they're gonna
They got a long
only
way to
did
go, because let me tell you, Pastimes Arcade's got them beat by a long shot, and they're right here in Niles. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And they have
Well,
better
I really
games.
want to go there. I want to go to Galloping Ghost too.
Same. I want to go to both.
Well, listen, this is what we need to do. When you and Brandi come up for Cleveland,
Yeah.
and when she's driving back to go back to her home state, we won't say it publicly.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So when she's on her way back to
address is known
Maryland,
and everything. It's very
she goes
Yeah,
back.
people already know these things. I
Okay.
think it's gonna-
Well, I just don't know. Sometimes people. So we stop there and we hang out there. I don't know, Mike. That's kind of out of your way, though. You kind of are going to go the other way to go back to Wisconsin, but I think it would be cool. I think it would be a lot of fun to go down there and.
We're down.
Yeah,
I sent
Check
it
it
to
out.
Brandi
To go-
probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was like, yeah, we got to go here. Like 100%, we got to go.
Wait, what's out of the way? Galloping Ghost is out of the way?
No,
That was
pastime
Pastime
arcades.
Okay,
Arcade.
okay, yeah, okay.
Where are these places at? Both of them?
Pastimes is the one in Ohio.
Yeah, that's the one in Niles. It's probably about 15 minutes from my house, and then it's probably about 45 minutes south of the Cleveland Expo,
Yeah.
where we're going. Okay. And then the Galloping Ghost is in Chicago, or is it like right on the
Wait, but
outskirts?
Does Pastimes Arcade have a Primal Rage 2 cabinet?
I haven't been in there since they launched, but they pretty much had
But
every
did
game
they
you
have a
threw-
Primal Rage 2?
I'm sure they do, because every game you threw at me before, they had 3 of them.
I bet they don't have.
Ask
Primal Rage 2.
Ralph. He'll tell you
I
they
bet-
have
I
probably
bet
like
they don't have
5
Primal
to
Rage.
10 of them.
That cabinet
there's
is so
Primal
uncommon,
Rage
I'm
was
sure.
never released.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, but so this is what I would say about Rob Burke. He has the one and only Pokemon custom pinball table that was designed, like anything you can think of that was custom or one of a kind, he has it.
Nice.
So that's why I'm saying to you, if somebody made a Primal Rage 2 cabinet and they wanted 30 grand for it, he
I don't
probably
think it was
owns
ever
it.
produced. I don't think
That's
it was
what
ever
I'm saying. If
produced.
somebody
The
made it,
PCB exists, but like
Right.
for example, what's it called? What's the other one? The other arcade we were just talking about? Galloping Ghosts.
Galloping Ghosts.
They made their own Primal Rage 2 cabinet and then put, based off of like the original design that they saw in like magazines, and then put the PCB in the cabinet to run it that way.
The devs of it, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the type of stuff, the obscure stuff that Rob likes to collect when I was in there and interviewing those guys. So I'm not saying that, it's a definitive, but anytime there's a piece like that, he likes to get his hands on it. So he has one of the first ever pinball tables in there, and like I said, there's a ton of.
So I assume that he's competing to be one of the big arcades in the country.
I don't think he's competing with anything, to be quite honest.
Okay.
I think he's just trying to make a museum, and his 50 years of collecting, put it out there. I mean, Retro Ralph was just there. He loved the joint. He thought it was great. I was in there like back in February, and they weren't like done yet and whatnot. So I haven't gone in since they've been completed.
Like
We've had
open.
a few other things, but yeah. I'm interested to see what this is only going to make the hobby better, right? For the arcade enthusiasts, for those that are wanting arcades. And Brandi's not going to want to stay on this show because
Preservation.
with Jayde being on here and really pushing the real arcades and the people in the chat room, it's just going to encourage her to go buy more. I'm just saying.
I already got 5 lined up.
Encourage me to buy some.
Yeah, Jade's like, I'm not buying any more real arcades. I'm not doing it.
And technically that's true because I've gotten them all for free. So
But
Then why are you not putting the kid on? Wait a minute. Hold on. You're getting a bad. You're not hooking me up like that. That's
oh snap!
Oh, my feelings are hurt, Mikey.
No. I'm just saying. Share the
I just
wealth.
seen a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade and fucking pretty set for about a week or two.
Are you really? You're
That's
getting
all?
one?
No. Yeah, just a week or two. I mean, I love arcades.
Every single
I'll take 'em all.
Big Blue or Capcom game that I see, even on like OfferUp that people are trying to sell, they're asking like
Crazy
anywhere from
prices.
1,500 to like 2,600. I'm like, dude, are you high? Like it's like, and the cabinet is like not even in that good a condition. Like
Yeah.
I don't think people understand like the actual real time value in these things, and like, or like the work that goes into upkeeping them. Like they just come on them and they're like, all right, this is $2,500.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that in the home console market too. Everyone thinks that they have gold, especially
Yeah,
since
yeah,
the
yeah.
pandemic. Everyone's like, "Oh, look at this Game Boy! It's $1 billion."
Yeah.
I saw somebody
The
sell-
Game Boy 60.
I saw somebody selling a Game Boy locally here. They had Tetris and like Super Mario Land 2, and they wanted like $250. It wasn't good.
Oh
it's
my
rare.
god.
Listen,
Rare.
Crazy price.
they know
Yeah.
what
So
they
they
knew
say
what
that
they
rare
had.
retro gaming.
Yeah.
It says it like in the title every time. Rare
You
retro.
won't find another.
Yeah, but no others out there. The last one in existence.
Listen, they know what they found. They know what
I know
they
what
have.
I got. I know what
Yeah,
I
they
got.
put that in the description. They say,
Yep.
"No low balls. I know what I have."
Yeah,
Exactly.
and it's like, yeah, we know what you have too, and I'm not
Yeah.
paying. I'm not paying for that. I went to, which I'm going to do it on my next video for What's Up Ness. I went to this. It's called Hidden Treasures, but it looks like a little swap meet in an old abandoned like Kmart or some kind of building.
Sounds suspect. Sounds very
So
suspect.
I'm going through, and he had like a ton of NES games that I didn't have, and I'm looking them up, and they're like double the price. And I said to him, "You're not stuck on these prices, are you?" And he's like, "No." So I went through, and so I handed them to him. He's like, "Oh well," because my son wanted some Game Boy Advance games, and I figured we probably had about 100 to 125 in games, and that's even giving him a little bit of profit off of it. And he comes at me. He's like, "Yeah, there's probably about $200 in games." He looks through it and he's like, "I'll give it to you 150." I said, "I was thinking 125." He's like, 140. I said, 125. He's like, "Man, I know what I have." I said, "So do I." I said, "I just went through and priced them all." I said, "That's even giving you a profit." I said, if you really want to know, it's like $95. He said, "Well, I haven't priced them in a while." He said, "All right, we'll do 125." I said, "That's what I thought." So I walked out, and I was trying to teach my son. I'm like, that's why when it comes to old stuff, you have to know what it's worth, because just like that, you'll end up paying almost $100 more because they know what they have.
Mhm.
The reality is they don't know what they have.
Yeah.
No. What it is they think you don't know what they have.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Very true.
That's a good point too. Bill, why don't you preface the special day today, because we have to get into your segment that you have.
Oh, it is a very special day today. And all I can say is, who you going to call?
Retro Gaming Spotlight.
Hey there, everyone, and welcome to another Retro Gaming Spotlight. Well, for this one, I gotta be honest with you. There's something I've been holding in for a really long time, and I finally gotta share it with you guys. That's right. Bustin' makes me feel good. Yep, we are talking Ghostbusters. We are specifically talking Ghostbusters for the Genesis, but not the version that you guys might be used to. Let's take a look. Alright, and this is the Ghostbusters Special Edition. This is a ROM hack for the Ghostbusters game for Sega Genesis. This lets you do things like add cheat codes, play in special modes like nightmare modes, change costumes, and the biggest thing that it does is add in the ability to play as Winston Zeddemore and Louis Tully. I haven't figured out how you get to Louis yet, but I will show you how you play as Winston, who was sorely missing from the original game. If I start a game and I go over to, you can see where you have Peter, Ray, and Egon that you can play as. If I scroll over again, I can get to Winston, and I can play as Winston. Let's check out a little bit of the game. I'm just going to fast forward through this real quick, but you can see him in the background. You can see his character there. And let's just get into a little of the game. Haven't played Ghostbusters in a long time, so we'll see how I do. Ah. Oh no. Oh, okay. Forgot the spikes were there. But you know, you kind of get the idea. Obviously, it's the same Genesis game, just with the ability to play as Winston. And I'm dead. Alright, that's enough. You get the idea. So it looks like, according to the Ghostbusters News website, not only is this hack out, and you can download it right now, you can play it for free if you've got a Genesis emulator, if you've got the original ROMs, you can play this game for free. But if you don't have any access to that, or if you want something really extra special, they're actually going to be releasing a physical copy version of this game. That's right, you'll actually be able to get your very own copy of Ghostbusters Special Edition on cart, playable in your Sega Genesis. So it says here, as apparent from our previous reports and as displayed on the back of the box, the headlining addition to Ghostbusters Special Edition is that of Winston Zeddemore, a rather crude oversight of the game's original release. The bumbling Louis Tully also joins the team, becoming a fully playable character in addition to selectable uniform colors and difficulty settings that include the new Nightmare mode.
Alternatively, for those looking to make the game a bit easier, a handful of cheats have been added, including our personal favorite, giving the ability to dish out double damage to those pesky apparitions. If you'd like to guarantee your copy of Ghostbusters Special Edition, it's available for a limited time exclusively through @Toysaurus Game Sales via Instagram for $60. So there you have it. That is the Ghostbusters Special Edition for Sega Genesis. Lets you play as Winston, lets you play as Louis Tully, adds in some cheats and some other special modes. You can find this ROM hack available online if you own a copy of the original Genesis ROM. You can add this hack to it and you can play it right now on your PC. But like I said, if you wanted to get a physical copy of it as well, it is available through that Instagram that I showed. So, just thought you guys might like to see that. That's going to do it for this one. Now back to more game time.
So there you go. Happy Ghostbusters Day. And yes, it is Ghostbusters Day because the original movie came out today in 1984. So
awesome.
This was very appropriate.
Awesome. So before we get into some of the other subjects here, I wanted to kind of give you guys an update. I want to do this kind of frequently because I didn't put together a segment, but I did kind of put together a segment. This year, I've been working on for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. This is the portable. Some of you guys were asking. You seen like Michael B was invited now also, and our friends here, Game Junction, they will also be at Cleveland. We're going to do like this monster live stream. This is my portable studio, the same type of studio that I'm using right now to produce the show. We're going to have this there with like 6 PTZ cameras. We're going to have maybe Game Junction. Maybe we'll give them the live view and the mobile camera to go around on the floor to talk to different people, to send that signal back.
Why are you
going to
make them crawl on the floor?
No, oh my gosh. And let me finish before you start making fun of me on this. Anyways, I've been working with the guy that helped enable you guys to call in. So, Mike, I know you're going to be over there at the studio with me to kind of do some anchoring and stuff and chatting. And I want to try to have like 8 microphones there, and we can rotate people in and out and whatnot. But we also are going to have the ability to bring in remote guests, just like we're doing right now. So anybody like Jade, Bill, you guys could call in and be a part of the action there, as well as we can send the signal to the floor and back. I'm pretty excited with what I'm building. I'm about 90% there with it. It's all actually, believe it or not, sitting behind me here because I had nowhere else to put it. Because usually it's over there in the laundry room because it doesn't get, some of the other stuff doesn't get used. But if you guys want to tune in, you got to make sure to subscribe to the content creators because we're going to push this out. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have high level content. We're even going to be able to bring in some of the stage stuff that's happening there. They want to set up. I had a meeting with them. They want to set up 2 PTZ cameras. We can pull the audio in. It'll be a lot. No, MG, I'm not going to make Aaron strap on the rack. We'll have Brandon strap it on, and Brandi can walk around and talk to people, and Brandon will be like, "Get this thing off of me." You seen the rig, right? You guys saw it when we were walking around with it. It's a.
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it's a pretty big. Well, actually, are your other guys coming? We could probably throw it on them. Make them the mules.
I really want this.
Brandon, I think you're muted,
cap.
buddy.
It's pretty cool.
Oh boy.
I think Brandon. Oh, he's talking to somebody else. No, we can't hear you.
Nope.
He's muted. This is
Probably
high
for good reason.
This is high quality Game Junction right here.
Yep,
Brandi,
we know what we're doing. Always, we know exactly what we're doing.
Brandi, this is something else that you can use to give him a hard time this week.
Yeah, it's not the first time.
Look at him. Yeah, so we're gonna have that going on as well.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we got you.
Okay.
Yes,
You're back.
Is Thomas and the crew coming, or are they not?
I think Thomas is coming as well.
Well, that's all right. We'll just throw the live view and the camera on him, and then I have 2 wireless mics, so you and Brandi could walk around, and we'll yeah, it'll work. It'll work great.
All right.
As long as he would be okay with that.
Yeah,
We
as
gotta
long as
make
Well, I
he's
sure-
okay
mean,
with it.
obviously I'm being funny about it, but like
Yeah.
seriously, we'll have to see. I don't care. I'm gonna have my guy there who does a lot of remote production for me. I talked with Motor Ready. to do some roundtables. That doesn't mean you guys are going to be stuck out on the floor or anything like that. But I think if we can collaborate, we can do a lot of content. I've talked with Moat about doing that. And like I said, if Jayde and Bill want to call in, they could be up on the TV that we're going to have set up to feel a part of it, even though they're not really there. I think that would be awesome. And then, any of the other content creators that are going to be there, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I think the audience will like it a lot too, because they'll feel like they're immersed in what's going on there. So it should be a lot of fun. We've got that working on it. So it's a lot of work putting that together. I know Moat's getting excited. See, that's his excited face.
He looks so pumped.
So I want to kind of get this out of the way too, because I don't want it to be like, I tried.
Cheese tank.
What? I didn't. So last week, I tried to be back.
Cheese.
I tried to be off. I tried to be back for the show. I called Bill. I called Moat. We got stuck. We traded in our vehicles last week. I tried to stay off social media, but they didn't want us to be. They had to go and do the whole stupid thing there. So I got stuck on social media. So I've been kind of, so that's why we didn't have a show last week. That was the big thing that came up. If you guys have ever been to a car dealership, we were done in 3 hours, and that's pretty quick. But they had one guy there doing financing. One guy doing financing, and they had three people ahead of us.
If you buy a Tesla, you'll be done in 15 minutes.
Well, obviously you're not in Eastern Ohio. Brandon will tell you there's not really much of E stuff out here.
No.
You'd be the anomaly. Like, people out here do not like electric vehicles. It's kind of.
I've seen one Tesla in Columbus, and all my time,
it's not good.
Nothing. Yeah.
One other thing I want to bring up, and this isn't to drag this down. I'm trying not to. It's been a rough. You guys know, a couple weeks ago I mentioned one of the kids that come in here for game night, Frankie. If you go back and watch some of our game nights. 3 years ago, he had a heart transplant, and the same time, 3 years later, he just turned 19, May 20th. 2 nights ago, he passed away. So very young. He had he went into cardiac arrest, and he just never recovered from anything, and everything just shut down. So I know a lot of you guys, MG, you've been keeping up with stuff, and I know some of you guys have been asking. So I wanted to put that out there, but if you guys you want to help out, I know some of you guys, MG, you sent out cards and stuff. They have this, and I can put this link in the, if you want to donate to them. She lost her husband back when the boys were really young. So it's just the mom and her 2 sons, and now she lost her oldest. Frankie's there on the left. So real tough time. If you can, you can. I'm just throwing it out there. You don't have to. I will put the link in the chat room. But yeah, it's just kind of rough for me, because a lot of the games in here he has some high scores on, and I don't want to beat those scores. Does that sound weird? Like, it's just, I don't know if it's just the wound is too.
Understandable.
I'm just like, he's just too young.
Steven, you know what you should do? Take a picture of all those screens and put together like a little photo mural or something of them.
That's a good idea.
That'd be cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, again, I'm not trying to bring it down, but I know I brought it up before about people wanting to know, the update with it. I put the link in the YouTube chat room. But yeah, I mean, it's sad, but I'd rather have him go than to suffer. It is what it is. But yes, so that's where we're at. All right. Pinball effects. Did anybody check out anything this week with the, I think, Bill, you brought this up, the pinball effects?
Yeah, because they just announced this, I think earlier today. This is their next pack coming out, Honor and Legacy.
This looks good.
Huh.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty neat pack. I don't think this is based on any real tables. I think this is just one of their own designs. One is like a feudal Japan type look, and one I think is like a pirates theme.
Mm-hmm.
But they look like they're a lot of fun. If you're into pinball effects, these look like a lot of fun.
I don't know. I can't get into playing pinball on like a system like Steam or something like that. Maybe I'm just weird with like a controller. It's like I want to play it on an actual machine.
Yeah.
Well, that's what a lot of people do. They get it on Steam and they put it on PCs and they hook them up to like the ALP or something.
That's what I would want. That's what I would want.
That's what I want to do.
Yep. But this looks like a good table. Like, could you imagine this?
Looks cool.
ALP.
Yeah.
So
Definitely looks cool.
Um,
Yeah, I'm weird with playing pinball on like a console or PC as well. It's just like it's not the pinball experience for me.
I'm still waiting for Jayde to get her pinball table, but slacker.
Well, if I ever find like a good, I'm only gonna own like one pin. Like I'm not gonna.
That's a lot.
It's gonna be a real like not pin, not one of those $700, $800 arcade 1-up ones, or the ALPs. Like nothing wrong with those. Like I just for the price point that they sell for, like to me it just would make more sense to have like the real thing.
Yeah.
Are you taking a shot at arcade 1-ups pinball and at games pinball?
No, because if I was, then I wouldn't be able to shill for them or get paid by them. Like
that's right. Sorry.
John D has a spare bedroom in my loft, by the way. I mean,
he has a spare bed. I have him on speed dial.
How else can he
like
control
right there.
me and tell me what to do?
You can just hit the button
without staying at the house. So yeah, I mean, totally. He usually is. I think he's pointing a gun at me right now.
What you don't know is she's actually married to him.
Shh. Summer Game Fest 2023.
I actually said that like a while ago. Sorry, it's already been exhausted.
Oh, Bill, tell us about Summer Game Fest 2023.
Well, that was earlier today, and I think they actually showed off some really cool stuff. I was really surprised by some of the stuff they showed off. I thought they started out pretty strong. That new Prince of Persia game looks really cool. It's a throwback to the old school Prince of Persia's, more of a Metroidvania type, side scroller. The Mortal Kombat play looked amazing. That game is going to be sick. For sure. And then, there was some other stuff that just really looked cool. I guess another big thing was they finally announced, they didn't show any gameplay, but Spider-Man 2 comes out October 20th.
Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight!
Yes. That was pretty awesome, too, actually.
It was cool. Wild. It was cool to have him on there, yeah. Have the actual presentation.
Yeah, I'm psyched for Spider-Man 2 to come out. And now we have a date, October 20th. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, great. Another Call of Duty. Called War Zones.
Is Phantom Liberty on there?
Is what?
Phantom Liberty?
No. I don't think so. I don't think they showed anything.
No, they didn't show.
Yeah, Fortnite.
They showed Fortnite Wild.
That looks really good. That's coming tomorrow, and Optimus Prime is going to be the level 100 skin. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be grinding tomorrow and Saturday on that.
Wait, you guys are actually excited about that?
Right,
dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I'm a huge Fortnite
Steven
player.
Loves.
I wasn't aware of this.
I play with my kids all the time.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well,
come at me, bro. Come on.
So we're gonna ignore the cool stuff that they showed, like Alan Wake. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. So wait. So I was excited. I was excited for Alan Wake 2 until they said it was all digital. Then I got mad because I have Alan Wake 1 that's physical.
But you know what that means? That means a limited run or strictly limited, or somebody's gonna put it out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. It's Alan Wake 2. It's going to end up
like Toxic Commando. Like that freaking looks awesome. Like
I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell you what made me
pretty cool.
The Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition.
Oh yeah,
comes with a steelbook, but it's a digital copy of the game. There's no physical with the Collector's Edition. It's
what is going on in the world?
And it has one of the coolest statues I've ever seen.
Moat's waiting for Fae Farm. That's what he's waiting for.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good on Nintendo Switch titles. No, like literally, it's like no, I'm not. But screw that. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, like that's freaking great. It sucks that you have to order it from the collectors from PlayStation Direct, but at least
you'll get it.
At least they give you. Well, no, you have to hope that you get it within that pre-order window because pre-orders go live redacted. And I'm not telling you on the chat because listen, I'm selfish and I need me a 19-inch Venom statue. That big poster right there said so. So I ain't telling you nothing. Do your own research.
Hey, when does
Massive.
hey
You know
Mo?
what I'm saying?
When does the pre-orders go live? I'm gonna mute the live stream and you can just tell us. All right.
Oh yeah, because you know I'm gonna fall for that, right?
Yeah. Wait. So here we
Yeah,
go.
I'll DM it to you. How about that?
I can mute it, but
Yeah. Listen. I'm selfish.
I'll be honest. I didn't watch this today. I didn't get a chance. I was in meetings all day.
We live streamed it and reacted to it today. I made sure I got all my stuff.
Yeah,
done.
I usually
Watch
tune
it
in
and stuff.
like Complete Geek, or if you have it run, I'll leave it on in the background. I didn't have time today to.
Yeah, it was great. But no, seriously though, pre-orders
Yeah.
go live next Friday on the 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific.
He's telling you one time, so make sure you write it down.
Oh, I'll give you the time all day, you know. But hey, listen, if you're gonna pre-order the collector's edition, and I don't get my 19-inch statue,
Listen,
I know
no.
where you're at.
Wait a second. We'll give you a virtual high five if you don't get your your pre-order. I'm just saying, I'll give you that virtual high five. Okay. I got
does
you.
Does it come with a $25 off coupon towards this purchase? of
Listen,
the statue?
I wouldn't.
Because-
No, it'll come with a $30 one because I got you. I got you.
Say less. Yeah. I'm okay with that. All right.
Oh boy, here we go. Corny's in the chat room. We got him. He goes, "Let's go, guys!
Hold
It's
on,
your
hold
boy
on,
is
hold on,
here."
Hold on. I got him.
Corny.
I'll hold this 5-minute timeout. Appreciate you.
Oh, what did you do?
I'm kidding.
Oh. Oh my goodness, he's a good sport. No, but
What? Have him call in right now. Have him in his and Mrs. Corner.
listen.
call
Wait a
in.
second.
Really?
Wait a second.
Really?
What?
Wait a second.
What?
Really?
I told him to email me 2 weeks ago. He's ignored the comment. He's too good of a he's too big of a celebrity to chat with me.
Okay.
So
So,
just so we're clear, you gave him the opportunity.
I gave him he said, "Oh, I hear you guys want to interview me." I gave him the opportunity. So on one of his comments, and he ignored it 2 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago. Brandon, I don't ignore you though, right? You and Brandon, I haven't ignored. He ignored me.
Oh no! I get ignored. I get ignored about certain stuff. That's it.
Oh, listen, the package is sitting here. It is sitting here.
They brought it up Tuesday.
It is sitting here. Did they bring it up in the chat?
So they brought it up Tuesday, so that's why I said something during the live.
Listen.
During the live stream Tuesday, and I'm like, well,
Listen. I'm gonna give you a virtual high five on that one too.
There you go.
He says
Real
he's
quick.
putting the kids. Who jumps onto a stream when they're putting their kids to sleep?
No, wait a second. Corny.
No.
I didn't send you
I
an
wanna go to the
email.
second part of
It's a
that.
comment in your chat when you or on your community post where you said
right.
everybody
Right.
saw it. I'm like, email me, bro.
I never saw it. I always respond to those. I never saw it. I swear. I was tagged first in that community post, and I was like, yeah, I appreciate that. It made me big dog.
I wasn't.
I was like, yeah, big Tom around here. You know what I mean? I felt good.
Yeah, Jade wasn't tagged, and she was all like crying to me, like because she was like, "Well, I was going to interview him, but he didn't tag me in it." So,
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's fact. That's facts.
and so now Brandi and Brandon know how you are. They ain't going to interview you either. So I mean, like,
I know Brandi definitely won't.
well, we know you're not gonna because you're.
Stuff at me now.
Wait. We know you're not gonna. You'll have your audio muted. She will have to do it.
Oh,
Yeah, someone has to pick up the slack here.
here we go.
I know that didn't go through, but I heard it and it amused me. My bad. There you go.
Corny said he's sorry, Jade.
I was trying to get together, to do like a podcast with me and Mrs. Cornercade. I was like, we could call it the Big Boobied Ladies podcast.
That'd be great on there.
Boat's gone.
Oh, his mic works now. You
done.
hear that?
No. Oh boy.
He's like, I'm wishing my video would go dark again, so you don't see my red face.
Ouch.
She's always giving me a hard time.
It would be a big hit, you guys know.
All right.
No pun
For
intended.
whom exactly?
Oh god.
I'm not taking. No, I'm genuinely asking. That's a genuine question for who.
Oh boy, the comments are now coming in.
Oh boy, I haven't checked the comments. Here we go.
Will the
I was
podcast,
frozen.
Jayde,
I was frozen in place.
Jayde, will the cleavage buzz?
Yeah, look what y'all have done. Look what y'all have done.
Will wait. They want to know if the podcast will have T-shirts. Oh my.
Oh my.
Well, no,
See-
it can't be called that, and then you're wearing like T-shirts. I mean, I was thinking maybe like some Baywatch
only if they're wet.
90s style.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
boy.
yo, wait a minute. Hold
This just took a bad turn.
on. The thoughts and opinions that are voiced here on Game Time and those alone. The views of Steven, Mo, and Bill are not reflective of Jayde Shelion or anyone else that is on this panel. Anybody talking about t-shirts is completely and just all of them, exclusively their rights. I don't want to know what t-shirts. I'm good.
Yeah, I heard it first. That gamer. That's you guys' tagline, right? You heard it first. See, if you say something like that in the home arcade market, you're automatically a target. You can't. You can't say that because then everybody gets butthurt, and then they start counting down the seconds of when they posted the video, and you posted the video, and if they posted it before, well, I posted it first. So you can't do that.
Will be a 1 hour live stream.
I want to join this community.
You
don't.
No, you don't want. You don't.
You
You
seem
don't.
like too much of a nice lady to be in this community. No, you don't.
You don't.
With arms, because my community is just about the same way.
Oh.
I keep telling Steven, I said, just the retro gaming scene as a whole is not.
I'm learning that
much better.
I'm learning
I
that.
have whole like different things against me. Like if you just Google like gamer aimer retro gaming, there's people that literally talk about my entire life.
Yeah,
why?
And they have nothing better to say, and they track my weight from the very beginning to now in a negative way. They track literally my spending. It's like they're just like these people, and then I find myself on these like weird.
Can I ask you a question?
You don't want don't.
Yeah.
Wait. Can I ask you? Can I ask you a question?
Oh, I know exactly what she's talking about.
Do these people pay your bills too? That they're tracking your spending? Just asking for a friend.
No one pays my bills.
Well,
I pay my bills, and I pay for all my gaming stuff.
Oh, maybe
they think they know.
I was just gonna say, well, maybe you should start sending the bill since they all of a sudden, they want to keep track of your money. Well, send.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like the retro gaming scene, like the home console scene is not. I promise you, it's.
Yeah, I think those few people, they're usually their first name starts with garbage and last name is human being. So.
Yeah, they're just they're in every like scene and community though.
Yeah,
like,
no, you're
it was
right.
with this with toys, and it was in the music scene, like everything's wild. It's in
everywhere.
I've said this from day one because we have everybody here that has their own brands. Everybody on this panel has their own brand.
Yeah.
If everybody works together, everybody wins.
I agree.
And it's like there's room. Mike, you've said it how many times? There's room for everybody, right? You've said it on numerous live streams, but people don't get it.
People want to hear that. Like it's too hard of a concept to grasp that. Hey, listen, we all could profit. We all could thrive together. We could all grow together as a community. That's too hard. It's me, myself, and I, like a 2004 Beyonce track. And I don't get it, but hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like, how dare you be a fan of this person if you're a fan of that person? Like, I don't.
I'm a fan of Mike.
Yeah.
Well, you're a fan of John D, so that automatically puts you at the bottom of the barrel.
I'm one of your fans.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I need more haters. Haters are my motivators. Y'all might actually make more content.
Andy's game room says, I can't imagine being that tied up in someone's business online. I'm kind of actually shocked that people, like, I'm not shocked. I shouldn't say I'm shocked. It just blows my mind that every community has to be like this. Like, I seriously...
I think it's just worse when it's smaller and more condensed, like the 3/4. Let's not talk about this. Let's talk about something else. Like,
right. It was. I mean,
something less controversial like Bud Light or something.
Let's talk.
Ew.
Why don't
Sorry for anybody who likes beer, but ew.
let's talk about how Jayde says she's not finding any more arcades and then gets more arcades. Let's talk about that because you know she likes to say one thing and do another.
Look,
Did you say she contradicts herself?
You said it. I didn't say that.
No, you inferred.
I didn't know. I made a
I have got
intelligent statement.
No. Chat, can we?
I got
I'm sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. Can we just say something, chat? Listen, ever since Steven's got his new vehicles, this man has been on a whole new level, a whole different thing. 2 weeks ago.
Wait a second. Are you keeping track about how much I'm spending? Are you keeping track about how much I'm spending?
I'm pocket watching keys.
Listen,
right
I got receipts. I got receipts.
No,
I'm gonna put them out there. I got receipts.
Steven had to go extra. No, you don't understand. Steven had to go extra big on his new trucks, so much so that he can't fit them in his garage.
Hey, we're not talking about that right now, okay? Just because I had to tear down. No, we're not going there.
Bill, are you saying that Steven's compensating? Is that what you just said right now? Yeah.
I am not saying that.
What is even happening right now?
Welcome to Thursday Night's Chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now officially after 10 o'clock. The real moat comes out.
It's past his bedtime.
Like a gremlin, don't get me wet out here.
I want more of this moat right now.
Oh,
We're doing an after party.
Unbelievable. No, he's not. Listen, he's not lying. I did have. That's for another day, another story. I had to switch my wife to the other bay because the concrete's a little lower in her bay, and I had to tear out 2 inches of trim in order to get my truck in the garage. He ain't lying. I was literally. I spent hours. I'm like, you gotta be. And I kept saying to the salesman, I'm like, I don't think this is gonna fit my garage. He's like,
why don't you just get airbags, yo? Like,
yeah, oh yeah. Because they decided to
just drop it.
They decided to put 20-inch rims on the same model that I bought last time, and I had 18-inch rims, so whatever. Because, I mean, after all, Moat says I'm compensating for something. Somebody's going to clip that, and it's going to end up on something.
Yeah. Well, listen, stuff gets clipped anyway, you know what I mean? If it's going to be clipped,
might as well.
Worth it, right?
Yeah, it's fine. It's all good.
You shouldn't have put the hydraulics in it. Now you're bouncing down the road.
I know,
like
right?
This and, you know.
So I figured let's talk a little bit about when we were in the pre-show, Brandi, you actually stated, I'm going to try to get us back on track here. Brandi, you stated you were looking at getting more arcades for your house because, I mean, being a toy collector / console collector, are you trying to go down the road now of starting to build your own arcade using real arcades, not necessarily 3/4 scale?
Yeah, so I'm really big into like real arcades. I get that feel, the vibe of like going back into arcades. Now I do have like a couple arcade one-ups, but there's just something about like my Carnival arcade machine where I have like the light gun action, Virtual Cop 2, Crisis Zone. It's something about like the bass that you feel, you know, just everything. It's something about it that you just can't really describe. And I'm a little on like the shorter side, so like the arcade one-ups, they kind of like fit my height and stuff, but I want something that's like, you know, a good size where I feel like I'm in an arcade. So that's kind of what I'm trying to go for. So
you're basically like Jayde, who had arcade one-ups and sold out and got rid of them all. And then
I still have arcade one-ups. I just don't talk about it.
This is Steven getting the show back on track, ladies.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
Like,
listen, I am trying. I'm trying to.
Getting the show back on track is like a drunk driver.
Listen,
running a red light.
I'm trying to and spark conversation here. So you didn't let me finish. You interrupted me, and I was about to say.
You said I'm allowed to do that.
Well, you're not allowed to do what?
Interrupt you.
That's it. I'm throwing you off the show.
There's no stopping you anyway.
No. What you started to do, though, in all seriousness, you started to replace those one-ups with real arcades of the cabinets that you want. You've been finding them, in all seriousness, you found them in pretty horrendous shape, and you've actually been spending a lot of time fixing them up to where they look. I mean, I'm not a arcade fixer-upper person, but they look immaculate. Like you're putting them back to full restoration. Am I wrong in saying that? They're saying
I would say I've probably, the only one I've really restored was the Z-Back. I feel like the rest of them were kind of like refurbished. Maybe Donkey Kong was somewhere between a restore and a refurbishment, but I think the rest of them I just like refurbed. Because I mean, the Z-Back was like from the ground up. Like that one was. I still can't even believe I accomplished what I did with that one.
So what I'm saying here, Brandi, is that if you find one that needs some work, there's enough people in this community, even in the chat room, that could probably help you restore it if you're into that kind of thing, to get it back on track and get it at a decent price so where it's not breaking your back, because they know what they have.
She seems to know, like, kind of like what she's doing. I mean, I'm assuming if you have a few, right, like the gun ones, especially light guns, are kind of like can be high maintenance, especially with the CRTs and the light guns.
Yeah, so I actually have a terrible story. So when I bought my house, I did not realize that real arcade machines have a hard time like going in the house. So I had to rip out the entire door frame and get a whole new door, like actually built like a whole threshold so that I could fit my Carnival in the basement in my game room. And then I had to widen the extra bedroom that's in the basement that I turned into like my arcade kiosk room. So I had to widen that so that it would fit in. But on the way in, one of like family friends who was helping me move, they actually dropped it about 2 inches to the step, and the tube broke. And you heard the big, and I literally cried. And then when I plugged it in, like you could hear everything, but you couldn't see anything. So I had to find. There's plenty of people in my area that do fix them. So he did come out and he was able to get a new one, and the picture looks so much better. He was able to like tune a bunch of things up. He was kind of showing me some things, and I have replaced a gun on it by myself. But there are like some things that I still would probably feel more comfortable having someone else do. And then I tried to get another one down the steps, but the other way. And the header on like the Crisis Zone arcade machine is like so massive that it would not fit. So here I'm by myself trying to move this arcade. This is like back a little bit more in shape. And I had to push it all the way back up the steps by myself. But it's carpeted steps. And I did like a leg press. So I like laid on the ground and I like literally like pushed it up like that to try and get it. So I was like, nope. I was like, nope, that's just going to stay in the garage. And next house, I'll have a whole dedicated area.
And y'all made fun of me for tearing open my garage.
What?
I said, you all made fun of me just like 10 minutes ago for tearing open my garage. And she like,
yeah, that was.
guys, welcome back. It's been a couple weeks. Well, actually, it's been 2 weeks for me. I had no voice last week. I was at Korg's, and we'll kind of get into that a little bit later. We're a man down today because, yeah. So before the show, Moat and I kind of got into it about. He kept saying that he was better at a certain game than me, and then he said he was going to have to get UAG to take care of his light work, and I don't know. Jade, it just got to be a mess. I mean, you were trying to do the best that you could to be the moderator, and it didn't come out right.
Yeah, it's super violent. A lot of bloody noses.
Well, and then Travis had to go do the show for Arcade 1-Up. Well, then he got in the middle of it. Now him and
Listen, I'm like, wait. You say, I'm like, she
Yeah,
said, what
and it
now?
was like the perfect spot to freeze.
Well, I better get it off of there, otherwise.
I'm like, she said, what now? I'm like, hey, yo, yeah.
Whoa, wait, what is going on?
What do you mean?
Why
What
am
is
I
going?
wearing a sweater? What am I watching right now?
They were watching. They were watching part of a rerun.
Yeah, people are asking, is this an old show?
No, it's
Sounds
not an
like
old
there
show.
it
We're
is.
back.
No,
It's
back.
all back.
Everybody has different
It's all
clothes on.
back.
Are we
It's
not
all
allowed
back.
to wear the same shirt like every day?
It's
Are you
all
serious?
back.
Listen, got this mother trucking Japanese bonsai Bill shirt. We getting some use out of it.
No, I think we're good now.
Yeah, it's good now.
Well, so I purposely put it on Moat because he was frozen last. And I was trying to bring it back
this
in.
This show's becoming a train wreck, Steven. I just gotta.
I mean,
it's going down the.
It always does. It always does. It'll be on a YouTube video tomorrow. No, that's the good part about going to a cloud service. So if your encoder dies, again, Windows. See, I rebooted everything. Windows decided to say, "Oh, we got to do an update." And I'm like, no. And so it shut down vMix and said, we're going to do an update. So I canceled out of it and reopened vMix. But I can't get away from that. When Windows 11 just says, well, we're doing it.
You got to turn off auto.
I hate Windows. It is off.
Every Thursday.
It is off, but it still decides that it's going to do it. It's going to prompt you and it's going to shut everything down and it wants you to do it.
You're a tech guy and all I hear right now are excuses.
Bro, what in the...
What is going on? I thought the screen was frozen again. I was about to message.
You can't see the background. Well, the background's moving.
He's like, my camera and audio are messing up again. What's going on?
Well, it's probably.
All right, I'm out. Everybody have a great night.
Hey, we like to have fun on here. We don't sit around
Fun's
and
good.
they even though they make me the butt of the joke, that's fine.
It's all right. She's got it coming on Sunday. I'm telling you.
Oh boy, that sounds like fighting words.
She's got it coming on Sunday.
Oh, I'm sick. Wow.
All this pollution in the air has really got me feeling ill.
Yeah.
So
my internet's down. The pollution ruined it.
So I just want to put this out there. My son, okay, because you can tell he don't watch the show. He goes, "Hey, Dad, Spider-Man 2 releases October 20th, and the collector's edition is $240 or $230."
Yeah, with no physical games.
I'm gonna text him back. I'm like, I'm gonna be exactly.
Pull up Paul's comment.
I'm gonna text him back and be like, yeah, if you were watching Game Time, you'd know that, but you know.
I don't want to watch you and your old friends have fun.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead. I got Paul's comment up. Go for it.
Steven, she won't respect you unless you kick her off. Duh.
Well, listen.
Well, I still don't respect Steven, so I mean, I don't know what that's.
I was just gonna say she don't respect me anyways. I don't matter if I kick her off, kick her on, kick her down the road. It don't matter.
But I love Steven though, and that's the most important thing.
Listen, if you can't have fun with your friends, who can you have fun with, right?
Exactly.
You can't pick on them.
Yep.
So I'm trying to think, is there anything else that we missed? Because there really is no home arcade news. There's nothing for...
What you're not going to do is ignore the fact that my man Sephiroth was in the almost 4-minute trailer, and then they said something about Tifa.
There we go.
That was really interesting. What we're not going to do is just ignore Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're not going to do.
So, Mo, is there anything else that we need to talk about? Please.
No, nothing really.
Wait, is that the part 2? Did they show part 2 finally?
Yes, they showed it. Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And it looks
well, that makes
awesome.
3 games that I'm looking forward to then.
It's 2 discs on PS5.
Yeah, 2 discs. That's wild. That blew me away.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
When's the last time we got a 2-disc game? Especially.
So, how many gigs is that now? Would that be like 200 and some gigs?
I imagine like 250.
Oh man!
Wow, that's
I feel
insane.
like I would only buy a physical copy just as like a collector's thing, like solely. Like I wouldn't want to have to put 2 discs in and then do that whole thing. Like that's such a pain.
That's too much work.
You need a hard drive just for the game.
Right. I'm trying to
I'll just buy an empty reproduction case. That's what I'll do.
I don't know. That's kind of nuts. Yes, me.
It's insane. It's insane, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I mean, that's what you want. Totally. I mean,
as a person who loves JRPGs, I'm here for it. Okay, it's fighting games in JRPG. That's how you get the most heart.
Okay,
so
Spider-Man.
So, yeah,
Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy Rebirth, and Phantom Liberty. That's what I'm looking forward to.
I still want to see more on the PlayStation handheld because I have a special place in my heart for that. I want that to be a little bit more than what I think it is.
I think
which is doo-doo.
I want it to be.
Yeah.
I want it to be something that I can use outside my house, not just something like inside.
Ooh, wait a minute. You know what they did do though? Today they did give a release date.
It's supposed to be in October, right?
No, screw that. We're talking about Pal World. Pokemon with guns, okay? We're talking about
yeah.
So good.
Listen. I'm just saying that handheld is going to be remote play. They've already said it. We know that, Steven. You're getting your expectations are way up here, and they should be like.
But can I do it outside my house? That's what I'm asking.
No.
Well, then I could do that with the Vita. What do I want that thing for?
I literally said this on the last show.
We don't listen to you.
Yeah, and by the way, you'll
I'm-
be lucky to get about 3 hours on that battery on it.
We don't listen to you either.
It's like for people that want to play across the house or in another room or laying in bed. It's like
It's like for people who want to pay $400 for a piece of trash and then say, "I own that."
Listen,
or people that want to spend $3,500.
I was just gonna say that you took my joke.
So in other words, Steven's gonna have one, and he's gonna have the handheld.
I'll end up with two of them because
Apple Vision too.
my son will want. My son already said he wants the handheld. So, Dad, can I get that for Christmas? Just wait, Mo.
Mow some lawns.
Do you know what we used to do with our costumes? We wanted to take them somewhere. We would either pack them up and just take them to our friend's house, or we get this thing called a Games Vanguard, and we put it inside the TV case, and we walk around like we were Seto Kaiba, and then we would just plug it in places. That's what we would do. Like now, you're talking about like spending like it could be $300 to $400 on a DualSense controller with a tablet in the middle that you have to remote play.
Kids don't want to do
that it's good.
That's too much work.
Basically,
kids don't want to do that.
Wii U.
A Wii U.
Oh,
I wouldn't insult the Wii U like that.
I love the Wii U, man. I was there day one. I love the Wii U, but that's
same.
the concept, you know?
They hustled me $50 for Tank, and they made it free to play. Yeah. Anyway,
I like that game too.
They did you dirty.
And Mike's not going to let you forget about it either. He's not going to let him forget about it.
Oh no! Listen, I don't hold grudges like that. It's just
I'm curious. I definitely think I'm still going to buy the handheld because I want to see what the potential is with it. I might regret it, but I think we'll see.
Real fast. Hey, Quartercade. Hey, that's strike 2. If you do it again, I am actually going to time you out.
What did he do?
Oh, he's self-promoting without paying the swear jar. So
Have him come.
And you said I was.
Send him a link.
And you said I was the Nazi.
Right
no, listen.
No,
All right, listen. Sylvester Stallone. I am the law. All right, Judge Dredd status. Yeah, strike 2.
Oh my goodness, strike 2. He's gonna laugh.
I had sugar today, Chad. I'm sorry.
No, listen. It's like the guy said in the chat room. It's been a slow news week. There really isn't anything major when it comes to the home arcade market, and the console market's blowing up. I mean, there's news after news, and it's going to be like that for a while, and then that'll drop off, and then Arcade 1UP will put out something controversial, and then we'll talk about that till it's dead for the next couple months, or Games will do something.
Right. So we're trying to enjoy the time that we don't have to talk about that stuff and talk about cool stuff. MG, that board behind me is for Extra Life. So I did an Extra Life stream back in April. Those are everybody. That's everybody who donated. You know what I mean? Like, so there's everybody's donations. So
your Games gets good use there. I can see.
Yeah, I thought that was like a.
Listen. I move it when I want to play Golden Key. Don't come at me like that. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. No, but that's the board of remembrance. So we'll do another charity stream in October. Still pushing the goal. Still go on my channel. !Life in any chat. Donate to the children. It benefits Children's Miracle Network of Wisconsin. That's what the board's for. It's for remembrance. like B Kong's donated 150 and everything else. Like it's all that's what the whiteboard is. That's what it is. So.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say B Kong wiped everybody on the board. I was gonna say, yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
No, B's great, man. Listen. There's one person in this community you will never hear me talk trash about. It is B, unless he cheats. On a
unless he cheats. No, B's good. I'm looking forward to seeing him in Cleveland. Well, is there anything else, anybody else on the panel here? Because I know Bill gave me a ton of stuff. We can wrap it up if not, and send these people home.
Yeah, because I think they've been tortured enough.
I was gonna say,
I'm about to get ourselves into.
It's been awesome.
$199 for Shaq would be an acceptable deal.
Yeah, acceptable to leave it in the store.
Ooh,
I'm not an NBA Jam fan.
Well, that's because you just sold yours. Did you actually get to sell it?
So they're supposed to get it this weekend.
Bro, they're not coming. It's been like a month.
Dude, I got the text here. You want to see it? No, I don't care. It's like I'm not hard up for it. I took my abuse for the iRarcade, so it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, Ahmer. Make sure you guys check her out. Subscribe. Fruity Pebbles. Oh, here we go. Wait a second. Of course, this guy shows up right as we're going to sign off. We got Mr. Fruity Pebble himself in the chat room, Mr. Rightway.
Oh, boy.
The King Fruity Pebble in the house. Brandi, how did you tolerate being on the show last week with him? I mean, he just like, at least you had the other ladies there to keep you company. I mean, he just.
Oh, Mr. Rightway, there he is. No, it was fine. He came over. He popped by the game room. We had a blast. We all.
No, I know he's a good guy. He's just a big Fruity Pebble. That's all.
Yeah, y'all were going back and forth the whole time. I was like, okay.
Fruity Pebbles are delicious.
And yeah.
You can't just eat one bowl either.
You just woke up. Why you just wake up, man?
Man.
Hey, Slacker, are you doing?
Here we go again.
Are you doing the show tomorrow night? We'll get your self promotion in here. Are you doing the show tomorrow night at? I think it's 10 o'clock.
Wait. If I was about to time out Corner Cave for self promotion, don't I have to keep the same energy? Fruity Pebble, not.
Yeah, but it's Mr. Rightway.
Yeah, you said Pebble in the house.
He at least responds to my emails and my texts. Corner Katie, he's too big. He thinks he don't have to answer. So you know what I'm saying? Like, listen.
Oh my gosh.
He ain't gonna answer. Like
he's in here with the all caps.
I'm just saying. At least
see, and that's why I said it because look what Corner Katie just put. I thought no self promotion.
Hey.
Listen, Corny, you didn't respond to my thing. I'm just saying. No, we don't care. Listen, Moat's giving you a hard time. We don't care. You can put your whatever in there. So tomorrow after SmackDown,
I'm just kidding.
We're just busting your chops, dude. Tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern time, Mr. Rightway and crew will be on. He had Gamer Ahmer and a few ladies on last week. I was on giving him crap the week before. So he has a good panel that comes on. We'll have a lot of fun. So check that out tomorrow night if you want to hear anything with game collecting consoles. That'll be on tomorrow night. All right, now what do you got coming on this week that people need to subscribe to her? She just hit 10,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago. I don't mean just done it, but nice. Yeah, congrats.
Make it big. Good job.
What do you got coming up this week? Besides being Brandon's lackey.
Oh boy.
No,
I knew that would get him.
Junction, yeah, obviously on Game Junction we have tons of stuff coming on. We have tons of conventions incoming. The podcast always on Sundays. So we have so many different ideas that we're trying to, explore and just change up some different things and, just have a good time. And then on my channel, I have a new series that I'm starting. I haven't really revealed it yet, but it's like a secret series. So I already started filming for that. So I'm hoping to release that shortly. And then I just keep finding crazy things. So, it's never ending.
Very cool. So if you guys haven't checked her out already, watch her game room tour. It'll make you cry because you can't believe somebody has that much game memorabilia that is very well laid out. So I want to preface that it's not just thrown into a room. She has it meticulously laid out. It looks it's really good. If you're a gamer, you need to check out her game room. And then we have this guy, good buddy of mine, Brandon, Game Junction Media, the other half. What do you got coming up this week besides the podcast?
Yeah, I mean, we just had another Chords video drop today, just a few hours before podcast. We've got another video Saturday. We've got a video on some of our favorite Game Gear games. Of course, every Sunday the podcast, and I mean, we've got a various streaming schedule every week. So that's about it. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays we got new video drops. Shorts every day as well. So.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you guys jumping on. And again, thank you for being accommodating with last week, the situation we had. It was great to have you guys back on. And this guy over here, what do you got going on? You have your brand new channel. Did you even mention about that you rebranded, or was that supposed to be last week that you were? So talk a little bit about that for people.
Oh, are you talking to me? Oh, my face is right there. Hi, face. All right. So the whole me, us doing me doing gaming content and whatever else on the channel, because let's be real, YouTube doesn't like that kind of stuff on the main channel. It literally grew into something over the last year, and the community is community, so it's pretty much about the community now. So it's no longer Mo Plays. It's the Back Alley 7-Eleven. Still a spinoff of the 7-Eleven, logo's still the same and whatever else. But gaming live streams, gaming news. I've got a couple of reviews I actually am working on for the channel. See, that channel over there gets content. But it's a chill vibe, and everybody's over there having fun and whatever else. We cover everything else. Tomorrow night, I got Nexus Community Night on your Arcade 1-Up, so you guys can come and hang out and play. Sunday, we'll be watching the Xbox Showcase and the Bethesda Showcase. And then an hour later after that, I have to run a Back Alley 7-Eleven Championship Series tournament because Season 1 won a belt, and we're doing all this other stuff, man. It's fun over there. Anybody who's ever been over there or hangs out over there, it's a vibe. It's really a vibe. As far as the main channel goes, I'll try to stop scrapping videos after I record them and actually put them out. And hopefully, fingers crossed that maybe we get to do Outsiders this Tuesday. Maybe, because something happens and life happens. Also, real fast, to the two guests that were here tonight. I'd like to say that I am not too jealous. However, in Gamer Ahmer's background, I was staring at the White Tiger Resort, and I was like, dude, this would go really good with the Morpher on my desk. So yeah. But yeah, man, it's the same old. Oh my gosh. Look at the Power Dome though. Yeah,
dude, that's just you gotta watch her videos.
I don't love Power Rangers at all. Michael Edge, I bought that Mikey. Oh man, I saw the Detective Pikachu on the floor. Now I'm just scanning and being the Powerpuff Girl stuff. Hey yo. So
this cord doesn't go that far.
Listen,
dude, go watch her
Buttercup.
Videos. Seriously,
she is my jam. Anybody who kicks the teeth out of him in an intro, dude, they are all right with me. Anyway, yeah, that's all I got, chat. Yes, I'll stop rambling now. I'll stop rambling. Yo, and the Lord Zed helmet. See, I got the same helmet over there. I'm geeking right now, bro.
Look,
anyway, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. We'll fix that back. Funny. Yeah. All right, I'm done.
Now that Moat's done fanboying over there.
Yeah, dude, I'm like fanboying. That's crazy.
And Moat never does.
Give me off camera. Give me off camera.
All right, Jade, what do you got coming up? I know you've been pretty busy with school and stuff, but you said you're going to be doing some short and long form videos coming up here this week, or is it next week?
Take it easy, Spaz.
The dog's like, get me out of here. I don't want to be on camera. Get me out of here.
Seriously, I don't know what that was all about. I don't know. My channel's dying. I lost 200 subs in the last 3 weeks, and I just have been putting out shorts. And
that's because you're a shill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a liar, a shill, all those things. So I don't really know. I mean, I have things that I'd like to do and that I plan on doing, But yeah, just you probably shouldn't ask me because it's just really not good answers for everything.
The Truth Serum podcast. Okay, Mr. Bill, what do you got coming up this week?
I'm not sure yet. I think I may do another live stream later this week, maybe Tuesday again, like 6 o'clock Eastern, like I did last time. Especially since we don't have anything coming up. I know I'm going to be playing around with. I got an early Father's Day gift from my awesome daughter.
That's awesome,
dude. You did crack it open. I was going to be like,
nice.
you haven't cracked it open yet.
Yes.
Come
but
on, Bill.
It'll get put together
But
this
Bill.
weekend. So
Dude,
I'm
I wouldn't
looking
even
forward
wait for
to
this
that.
weekend. I'd be like slapping that sucker together now, man.
Oh,
Did you-
she was bugging me today. When we
Did you get one of these with it? Did
Oh,
you
hang
get-
on.
get one of what?
Yeah. Did you get one of those?
No,
to go
that's
with it?
nice.
I love the
Yeah.
pause.
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kitty paws.
But
Come
I-
over. Come
so-
over. Yeah, kitty paws.
So let me tell you about this too. Also, so she's been saying for a while that she wanted to get me a PS5. Now, half of that is because she wants to play it. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I'm cool with it either way.
Sure.
And she was going to get it for me for Father's Day, and then Best Buy had a deal where you could get the disc version of the PS5 with God of War Ragnarok. It's the same price as getting just the disc version of the PS5 on its own, $500. So basically,
Nice.
you're getting God of War for free.
Nice.
So that's the version. That's why we picked it up a little bit early. It might not make it to Saturday. It may get put together tomorrow. We'll see.
I'm telling you what.
But dude, and because we're all who we are, I just can't put together a PS5, right? I got a 2 terabyte drive coming for it, SSD drive.
Nice.
Nice.
I've got a 2 terabyte drive in my PS4, which originally came with 500 gig. So the 500 gig will go back into that before I probably trade it in, and that 2 terabyte drive will go and become an external drive for this. So I should have
Nice.
tons of space for this thing because, like I said, you can't just put together a PS5. You've got to add to it.
You got to do it. You got to do it.
Yep.
So we'll look forward to like a
So,
video from you with it, right?
Yeah, I may do something. We'll see. We'll see with that.
Alright.
And a while back, I got my hands on an old ColecoVision that used to belong to a friend that isn't
Nice.
fully working. And Glenn and I have been talking about getting together and checking it out. And I think, as of right now, we're supposed to get together on Sunday. So I don't know if I'm going to film anything with that or if we're just going to hang out and do stuff. But I get to hang out with the man, so I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome.
Very, very cool. I'm probably going to try to get that What's Up next episode done tomorrow, hopefully. And then I'm going to try to review this new PS5 controller. I don't know how I'm going to play it, but I'm going to work on it because I got to do video because my channels. If I don't do a video on this, it just it's clickbait, but
Looks
hey,
like it's going to be a pretty soft review.
listen.
It-
Oh, I see what you did.
That's better than my joke.
Okay, all right. She got jokes today, folks.
Oh, boy.
So no, I'm just kidding. No, this is actually for my brother. but yeah, I'm gonna try to put that there. Again, guys. We really appreciate you guys coming out. There will be no show next week. It is my birthday on the 14th, on the 15th actually.
I might do a show.
All right. Well, she might do a show. I'm taking the weekend off. I'm probably going to go out in the lake or something, take the boat out for the first time this year. And with everything that's been happening, I'm
With Mike
trying.
and Bill.
No, I don't. No, I don't mean like that. Just
Wait, what?
I want to. I want to take my kids out, go fishing, do some stuff, get away from this.
Steven
this
says
stuff.
his kids are more important than we are.
So I have my priorities. Listen, I ain't getting any younger. I like to forget about my birthday, but my kids, they want it to keep going. I'm creeping up to that half a century. So
But you get the best of both worlds. You get birthday celebration and Father's Day that weekend.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then everything's done and over with. So it's like, no, I'm not
Yeah.
57. I'll be turning 44. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that, Matt Astra.
That's not old.
Jeez.
No, that's not old.
I don't think I'm old. I still get carded when I buy spray paint, and my 2 kids are standing there, and my son is 5'6" at 10 years old. So I'm like, yeah, I appreciate the card, but yeah, no, I'm legal. Promise. So I have to bust out the driver's license.
Just barely.
It's a good feeling to get carded, though.
What's that?
It's a really good feeling. It's a good feeling to get carded. You know?
It is, but it's annoying too sometimes. So.
Yeah.
So guys, yeah, no, I'm gonna do that. So, but we'll be back the following week, and hopefully there's some other news to talk about that we can have some fun. If not, we'll make it up just like we did tonight, and we'll have a good time doing it. And you guys will be here to.
And you're gonna watch it, and you're gonna like it. So shut up and sit there.
Hey, bro, come on, come on. Really, like, come on. Anybody who doesn't get that, damn self, I said the D word in the show. He said,
"What like is happening?" And just sit there and watch it.
Hit the button. Okay. All right.
Oh, what a long show. I gotta use the restroom. What are you doing here? Why are you here? Can't you see a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta... You already had me for 2 hours. Like, I gotta go. Like, this is scary. The fact that you're here. Just go. Get out of here. Go. Lights out. I gotta go. Come on. You gotta go. Go. Now.
Jade, you weren't supposed to do that. These people are still here.
Are we back on?
Jade, Jade, I said we need to go. All right. Go.
You're still here? Go home. It's over. Go.
Got something to drink up in here, and there's a little bit of orange juice left in. Wait. What are you doing here? Like, listen, there's an arcade one up at. Y'all can stalk me all these other places. I can't drink orange juice now. Go to bed. Go away. You need something to do. I'm just saying, you don't need to be up in my fridge. Like my fridge of all places. Come on now. Seriously. No, seriously. Go. Like, this kind of stuff that gets you reported around here.
Oh, man, what a long show. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, time to go to bed.
Hello? I think you left this on. Hello? Wow. You guys are all still here? The show's over. That's it. There's nothing left. Go. Go to bed. It's over. Go. No, seriously. That's it. Go. Go to bed. Chicka chicka.